Large and adorable Panda Po is back on the big screen in this third installment of the popular family film series Kung Fu Panda, this time with the challenge of becoming a renowned teacher and master in the martial arts. During this long, adventurous process, he finds himself reunited with his long-lost father. Po must find a way to morph into the teacher he was always destined to be. And with the help from his new panda family, the Kung Fu masters come together to fight the envious and chi-hungry Kai, supernatural warrior. I got to sit down with directors Jennifer Yu and Alessandro Carloni and get a glimpse at how things worked out behind the scenes. All right, so I am here with the directors of Kung Fu Panda 3. Welcome to Miami. How are you guys?
Thank you.
Wonderful. It's great to be here.
So my for starters, I have to say I loved this film. Mind you, I'm almost 18 and I felt like a little kid again.
Oh,
I'm still a kid at heart. And I want to ask, how has your experience been with DreamWorks?
Oh, it's been great. We've both been there for a very long time. I've been there for a good chunk of my career. And it's always been very, very wonderful being surrounded by so many amazing artists that are making amazing and breathtaking things every single day.
And it's wonderful how DreamWorks is a truly international studio. I mean, Jen is American Korean, I'm Italian, and a lot of our crew, there were a lot of French people, English people, Germans, and it was wonderful because when you have a crew that is so mixed, what you're left with at the end is a truly universal project because sometimes people might suggest a cultural reference that maybe I don't get because I'm Italian or my crew member that is French doesn't get.
Yeah.
And so once you remove that out of the way, what you're left with is something truly international and truly universal.
So linking to that, since you guys are from two completely different cultures, how was it like working together in this movie?
I think it's great because we started on Kung Fu Panda 1.
That's right.
We've both been working on these characters for a very, very long time. We know exactly how this world functions. So it's very much shorthand between us, trying to figure out how to helm this film.
It really came down to Po. We love Po. Yeah. We were there at its creation, and we truly know who he is. And so, even though our taste sometimes might be different or a different approach would come into play, but our goal will always be to bring Po in the center of our story, and whatever choice was made in the movie was in favor of the character himself.
Right. And how was it like working with such hilarious characters? You were working with Seth Rogen, Bryan Cranston. Was it hectic in the studio?
No, it was so wonderful. They're such amazing actors. They have such range, all of them.
That's right.
Not only do we have the original cast back who are so familiar with their roles that they can actually partner with us and help us come up with amazing stuff, but we have a whole new cast.
That's true. We have a lot of amazing new characters coming. And what you say is hectic in the sense that we laugh a lot.
Right.
So, sometimes to the point that we ruin takes, we have to hold our breath.
I believe you.
like Kate Hudson, she had a great time, and her takes are hilarious. We were laughing, she was laughing. We had to find takes where nobody was laughing.
Sure. I wish there was a way to release those takes. It's so funny. She delivers a line and she cracks herself up. It's so much fun.
That's awesome. Now, since you guys have been working on this for a couple of years now, is there anything in particular you guys truly love and take pride in within these films?
I think the part that's really wonderful for me, even though it's so funny and so epic, is the emotion. It's the reason why it stays with people for a long time. These are characters people truly care about. It's journeys that are actually something that resonate with people and families. So I think that's the part that gives it a longer life.
Yeah. If I have to think of what I'm more proud of, I definitely would think that the character of Po is something really special. The example I always make is the fact that, we all much rather go to something lame like the post office with someone we love than go into a fantastic adventure with someone we don't like.
Exactly.
And, our job, of course, was to come up with new stories, but first and foremost was to make sure that Po was the one we know and love.
Yeah.
And having created something and someone that is so special and that a lot of our fans out there are excited to spend time with again, is something that made it truly special for us.
That's awesome. Now, I'm a TV production student myself, so I've directed a couple of short films. And I'm curious to know, how does it feel to have such full-on responsibility on a film like this?
It's very daunting because you're responsible for the creative craft, the artistic craft of hundreds of people over 4 years. That's a lot of pressure, and you want to make sure everyone's proud of what they've done.
Right.
So I think one of the things that's really fortunate for us is everyone could feel that they're working on something great. And it made all those long days feel better.
That's true. The other pressure, I think, comes from the fact that it being a sequel, it means that we cannot disappoint those who are waiting to meet their friends again.
Right.
And it's not like we can come up with something new, and if we fail, it's bad. But if you fail at something that people already love, it's so much more scary.
Yeah.
How can you do that with the character I know? It's not good.
And sometimes when when the movie is in rough shape and we show it to some friends or some colleague, they get mad at you, like, Po wouldn't do that or something. And we actually are the ones who tend to do that mostly. Sometimes people give us an idea, but because we know Po, our first reactions are like, that's not what Po would do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Make sure to catch Kung Fu Panda in theaters January 29. This is MichiContreras reporting for Kids First.